Hello, I'm Don Frazier.
And I'm Marlene Pineda.
Today we are discussing our fascination with celebrities. Welcome to Historical Trends. Marlene, this is something of a blind spot for me. Help me out.
Some people are just famous for being famous. For instance, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have done another thing at another place at a certain time. So many people enjoy keeping up with the Kardashian family. The latest news is that Kylie Jenner is pregnant. Sometimes you can't help
Really?
but know what they're doing because their names come up on the TV all the time.
Celebrities are everywhere. We live in a society that obsesses over new trends and the hottest celebrities. When did we start obsessing?
You're right. We can't escape our celebrities. Children have famous strangers, athletes, actors, singers, and social media people on their room walls instead of having a picture frame of their family on the nightstand.
You spoke of Kim Kardashian. I heard she broke the internet.
Yeah, she's definitely famous for being famous. For those of you who don't know, Kim Kardashian is the daughter of Robert Kardashian.
Never heard of him. Oh, okay. Actually, I have. He was O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Yes. And she's the daughter of Kris Jenner and stepdaughter to Bruce Jenner and now Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, Bruce, now Caitlyn. Yeah, okay. Got to
She
keep
has
that
9
straight.
siblings in total, but the media only focuses on the Kardashian side of the family. Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, Kylie, Kendall, and Rob.
And Rob. I've never even heard of Rob. I guess because his name doesn't start with K.
Yeah, Rob is kind of the quiet one to the media. The most recent thing on him was having a baby with Angela White, also known as Blac Chyna. Other than that, media leaves Rob alone.
Okay, so what's the big deal on the Kardashian sisters?
Well, they got famous for being famous, so that's pretty much it. Their father was rich. Perhaps it was his money that bought their show.
Interesting. Their family seems very complicated. Let's go to a break so I can have a second to process that. We'll be right back.
It all started on Valentine's Day in 1986 when a poor but honest theological student was trying to win the heart of an aspiring pediatrician. He somehow stumbled on the recipe for this unique pie, baked her one, and the rest is history. Rejoice, my friend, for today the rare joy brought by this storied pastry is yours.
Pie Masters, your favorite kind of pie.
And we're back. Now, clearly popular culture is not my strong suit.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, you don't have to agree with me. All right, Marlene, when did we start really getting obsessed with celebrity? I mean, other than, say, kings or queens or, people like that, politicians. I mean, people that are really simply famous for being famous.
It may go as far back as Davy Crockett.
I've heard of him. He was born on a mountaintop in Tennessee. That guy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Everyone knows Davy Crockett by his coonskin cap.
That's good, though.
Do you really? His coonskin cap, you say?
Yeah, that thing. But do you know what he's actually known for?
Other than dead animals on his head?
I don't know.
Okay.
In 1813, he fought with Andrew Jackson against the Creek Indians in Tallahatchie and later earned a seat in the 21st U.S. Congress. He was reelected to Congress twice before losing a contentious election and leaving politics to fight in the Texas Revolution.
He gave a famous speech after losing that election. In conceding defeat, he looked out at all the people that were jeering at him and said, y'all may all go to hell. I'm going to Texas.
That's funny. He may have chosen poorly, though. On March 6, 1836, Crockett was killed at the Battle of the Alamo in San Antonio. During his political career, though, Crockett developed a reputation as a frontiersman that, while at times exaggerated, elevated him to folk legend status. While Crockett was indeed a skilled woodsman, his nobility as a Herculean rebellious woodsman was at least partially a product of his efforts to package himself and win votes during his political campaigns. This strategy proved largely effective. His fame helped him defeat the incumbent candidate in his 1833 bid for re-election to Congress. People loved him so much they made plays and movies about him.
There was a play made about him called The Lion of the West. All right, so what really made him a celebrity?
Well, let's start off with the meaning of celebrity.
Okay.
By definition, a celebrity is a famous person or the state of being well known.
Okay, when did being famous, though, become a thing?
Well, that's like asking what came first, the chicken or the egg. No one is exactly sure when being famous started, but think about when people idolize kings and queens, presidents, people in the past. Idolization has existed for almost 2,000 years. People worshipped and exalted their kings and queens. They wanted to be on their good side. They longed to be like them, rich and popular. Humanity has this idea in their head that celebrities are perfect, that we need someone to compare to. Our society has unconsciously revolved our lives around the perceived perfect, yet inaccessible lives of the famous.
Why do you think people have become fixated then on celebrities? Now, like back in the Roman days, you had the cult of the emperor. But now we don't have emperors to have cults around.
Yeah.
Instead, we have Kim Kardashian. What's up with that?
Well, I believe that humanity has stopped having confidence in themselves. We get jealous. We wish we were anyone else that's better than ourselves. We catch ourselves saying, I wish I had her hair, or I wish I was as buff as him. I wish I wasn't myself, but someone better. As we look to those who we idolize, we try to fix our lives to be a little more like them. We strive to reach their level of rich and famous. As we all know, celebrities have a huge impact in this world. They're all over the place, commercials, social media, and the news. We see them and think, wow, if only I can do that, or geez, I need to have what they have. Why? Do we really have to be like them?
Yes. Well, yes, you're right. We all bring ourselves down from time to time. This has become the norm.
It's pretty unfortunate that this is the norm. Celebrities are people too. They have their own lives, family, and responsibilities just like us. It's come to a point where people get so worked up on the celebrity that they'll do anything to meet them. We now call these people crazed fans.
Crazed fans.
I'll go more into detail after the break.
McMurry University, founded in 1923 as a United Methodist institution, is a student-centered community that empowers its graduates to lead lives of meaning through scholarship, leadership, and service. McMurry University is located in Abilene, Texas, about 150 miles west of Dallas-Fort Worth. McMurry University has over 10,000 alumni living all over the United States, as well as in 11 different countries. With over 1,200 students, McMurry offers over 40 clubs and organizations and 19 NCAA intercollegiate sports. McMurry University offers over 45 academic majors, including 10 pre-professional programs with a 13-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. The 52-acre campus located in the heart of Abilene offers opportunities to explore the beautiful West Texas area. 90% of McMurry students receive financial aid. McMurry University was listed as number 18 on the list of best regional colleges west by the U.S. News and World Report in 2015. Information, visit admissions.mcm.edu or call 325-793-4700.
And we're back. Merlani was going to tell us more about crazed fans. Now, when you say crazed fans, what exactly do you mean?
Exactly how it sounds. Crazed fans are people who are intensely involved in the life of a celebrity. It goes so far as to stalking. Celebrities get stalked by people everywhere. They get no privacy. Unfortunately, some of these celebrities lose their life over these crazed fans. For example, Selena Quintanilla Perez, the queen of Tejano music, she was shot and killed by the founder of her own fan club.
Wow.
Another example is the Beatles rock star John Lennon. He was shot in the back 4 times entering his apartment in New York. So far in the last 20 years, there has been several cases of death of celebrities by crazed fans.
Wow. Aren't these people supposed to idolize them? Why would they murder someone they idolize?
Well, some people don't know how to manage their emotions well. Psychologist John D. Moore, an author of Confusing Love with Obsession, explains that these people feel a personal connection to the star and believe that the star has a connection with them. However, they can't control their emotions and then they turn violent.
Wow, that's pretty scary. Might make a person think twice about wanting to be in the public eye.
Yeah, definitely. People nowadays are more interested and focused on celebrity life than what's happening around the world. Just recently, Mexico and Puerto Rico both had natural disasters hit their countries. But at the same time, Kylie Jenner announced her pregnancy. And guess which event had the most attention?
It's funny you should mention that. We have a clip of some ambush interviews held on a college campus that shows how folks your age are wrapped up in the cult of celebrity and know more about them than things that might matter, like, who's in office and, things about their everyday life. Watch this bit done by a group called Polytech a few years ago, but you'll get the idea.
Hello everyone, I'm Courtney Plunk with Polytech. We're here on our home campus at Texas Tech to see just how much our fellow students know about their country. Let's find out if we're politically challenged. Okay, what is your name and major?
Leon V. Hill in psychology.
Jonathan Barnes, and I'm a sports management major.
Allison Eden, and I'm a pre-nursing major.
I'm Mitchell Johnson, and my major is human sciences.
Ryan in clinical psychology.
I'm Marissa, and I'm a psychology major.
Who won the Civil War?
Who won the Civil War?
We did? The South?
Like the one in 1965, or what Civil War?
Who won it?
Who was even in it?
Who was in it? Just tell me who was in it.
Ooh, I don't know. Why you make me do this?
Who won the Civil War?
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, I'm drawing a blank. It's one of those things. I feel like I'm on the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
America? I don't know.
That's the Confederates, right? I have no clue.
The Union. The North.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So who is our vice president? Don't know.
I have no idea. Of right now? I don't know.
What's his name? Oh my gosh. I have his name in I have his face in my head.
Who is the vice president? Is that like a trick question? Nope. Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Don't know.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
I don't know.
You're not the only one. A lot of people don't know.
No, but I still feel.
Okay, who did we gain our independence from?
These are horrible.
I have no idea.
Do you know what year we happened to?
Absolutely not.
I couldn't tell you.
It's like 1677 or something like that.
And what show is Snooki on?
Jersey Shore.
What show is Snooki on?
The Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
And then who is Brad Pitt married to?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie.
And who was he married to before that?
I think it was Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Awesome. Thank you.
Man, I would hate to have someone put a microphone in my face and ask me questions like that.
Oh, I understand. Sometimes you get caught flat-footed. And of course, this was heavily edited, I'm sure. But it does give a snapshot. Okay, enough of this. Let's field some questions after this break.
Welcome to the Texas frontier. Cowboys, Indians, pioneer families, and hopeful and hardy people of all stripes once sought new beginnings as they traveled the route you are now driving. Before the days of blacktop and interstates, this path served as the immigrant's trail through the Southwest. It offered stops for supplies and fellowship, forts that offered protection from Indians, and more than a few colorful characters. More importantly, it promised to lead to a land of opportunity for those who were willing to work hard and endure countless hardships. It took a special kind of person to make a life in these parts. As a familiar Texas proverb goes, it is a great country for men and dogs, but hell on women and horses.
And we're back, and we've got questions.
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
Okay.
lay them on us.
Has the definition of celebrity changed throughout history?
That's an interesting question because celebrity had so much to do with the cult of leaders in the past, and now it's just the cult of pop culture. Well, I guess there's probably a talented artist or a talented singer or something like that in the past that had some sort of following, but I think maybe the media age that we live in has really brought that to a fever pitch. I don't know, that's my guess. Do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I would say that maybe the definition of celebrity hasn't changed, but more of the media has changed onto what they're focusing on in the person.
Sure, okay,
Yeah.
I'll buy that.
Okay, next question.
Great.
Can anyone akin to the Horatio Alger myth be a celebrity?
Well, somebody that essentially bootstraps themselves up from nothing to something. You've heard the term bootstrapping?
Nope.
Okay, that's pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps. That's the Horatio Alger myth, and essentially it's Horatio Alger was this sort of street waif who ends up through hard work and sort of wise use of his opportunities and his money, accumulating money, rises to some sort of celebrity status. Okay, so we like to think about that Horatio Alger myth in the United States. Certainly, there's people that have risen from nothing to something. I mean, we've got show after show like, I don't know, American Idol, America's Got Talent, things like that, where people are discovered. So I think this process of discovery kind of lends itself into that Horatio Alger myth. What, any ideas? Do you have a particular celebrity that came from nothing to something? You mentioned Selena. It's kind of her story, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Are there different levels of celebrity?
Like different layers, echelons, like an A-list or a B-list?
Yeah.
Gosh, the fact that I even know A-list and B-list when it comes to celebrities means that there's probably an A-list and a B-list.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to me, an A-list celebrity would be like Tom Hanks. This guy sort of transcends everything. He is in movies, but he's also, in charitable causes, etc. Whereas somebody like Kim Kardashian might be a B-list. To me, they're just trying too hard. I don't know. What about you? What do you think?
I would say there's different levels of celebrity, only because, like I said earlier, the media focuses on different things. So I guess it would be whoever the media has their most attention on would be an A-list.
Okay, so it's really more about exposure than
say
competency.
Yeah.
Okay. Kardashians are all B-list. All right, let's take the next one.
What, if any, constitutional rights do you think celebrities depend on when taking any case? For example, stalking to court.
I think they have a right to privacy.
Yeah.
But I think that in many ways people assume that they forfeit this right to privacy when they get on camera. I mean, it's interesting how that transformation takes place. I've been around a few celebrities in my day.
Look at you
I'm running with famous people. But this was not necessarily by my choice. I mean, it just, in the course of my career, I ran into some folks that had international reputations. And it was very, very interesting to see how people tried to crash into their privacy and what steps they had to take. Like different names on the hotel register, sort of how they moved around and where they stayed and things like that. It was kind of interesting how much they sacrifice because of their fame. Now, would you trade places with somebody like that?
Nope.
You're happy being anonymous?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I would say that right to privacy and that right to protection and equal protection under the law and all those sorts of things would probably come into play.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, next question. Is it incumbent upon a celebrity to help those in need during disasters, like natural disasters?
Sure. Should celebrities essentially lend their reputation to a cause, I guess is the question. I mean, you see them doing it all the time. Celebrities not only share their reputation with a cause, help me raise money for hurricane relief, for instance, or help me raise money to shelter homeless animals, Arms of a stranger. We've all seen that. All right. So the question is, should they? And should they also use their celebrity to make political statements? What do you think about that one?
I think, I don't know.
Well, like Barbara Streisand's always saying something. And then even, go back to the Vietnam War, Jane Fonda actually went and was filmed with North Vietnamese anti-aircraft crews and said that all of the prisoners held by the North Vietnamese should be executed as war criminals. That was just nuts back in the 60s. But it still kind of goes on today. So where does their celebrity status stop? Or I guess the better question is, why do they think their celebrity status grants them this sort of extra important opinion? I mean, gosh, we're right now talking about kneelers in the NFL. That's kind of the same sort of story.
Yeah, I think it's just because the amount of exposure they get.
Sure, they got a lot of camera time.
Yeah, so whenever they get a chance to state their opinion, that it would help more to
whatever cause they're embracing.
Yeah, whatever cause.
Absolutely. So I guess that they're just lucky that they have the access to the media. Somebody like you or I might not have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Next question. Should celebrities shut their mouth and entertain and not voice their political opinions regardless of the situation?
That's kind of what we were just talking about. I don't know. I think there's a time and place for everything. And sometimes celebrities inject themselves into situations that they have no business even commenting on. And they have no business commenting on it because, by and large, they're approaching it from a position of not being particularly well informed on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You haven't, any idea on your end?
I think they just have to watch what they say.
Yeah, I think so too. And sometimes they're not very good at that.
Yeah, sometimes they can be very passionate about it, but I think if you're going to be passionate, you have to approach it in a certain way.
With a footnote would be helpful. Yeah, having some information on what they're talking about before they rattle on about it would be very nice. Okay, before we jump up and down on that soapbox, let's go to the next one.
Okay, next one. What effect, if any, do celebrities have on children?
I think a profound one.
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter's first celebrity sort of idol was a person she called Pocahontas. From the Disney
cute.
Pocahontas movie. Yeah, I think that's a Disney movie. I don't know. But anyhow, she said, Daddy, I want to watch Pocahontas. And she was really into all the Pocahontas stuff. And so, even though that's an imaginary idol, that was certainly somebody that she was, fixated on. And I think that children do take their cues from celebrities, which include professional, athletes.
Yeah.
Did you have a childhood celebrity idol?
I did.
Oh, please, do share.
He was a purple dinosaur.
Barney.
And his name was Barney.
Absolutely. I love you. You love me. Oh, yeah.
You.
No, that was all the way through our house the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely has a big influence. Okay.
Okay, next question. Does it depend on the age of the child?
Yeah, younger. The younger the kid, the more susceptible, I think. That's why Barney still resonates.
Yeah.
The fact that I can sing that song. I can't remember important things like, birthdays and, people's names, but I can remember things like the Barney song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of burns into your brain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell you what, let's take another break, and then let's see what our viewers have to say about this subject.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and you have some viewer questions, correct?
Yes. The first question is it healthy for children to love cartoons as much as they do, or celebrities, or anything like that?
Cartoons and celebrities, I'm going to have to make a big distinction there. Now, you were talking a little bit during the break about how so many of the old live-action children's programs have become cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were talking about Barney. And then all of a sudden, Barney's just a cartoon instead of a guy running around in a styrofoam suit. I don't know. I didn't see any harm in it.
So Barney wasn't real?
Barney is not real. I'm sorry to do that to you.
My heart is broken.
Yeah, I know. So, I like cartoons, and I think that's probably worthwhile. I don't see any chance of becoming obsessive over a cartoon, unless it's Daphne from Scooby-Doo. That was kind of, my cartoon girl. Anyhow, so what do you think?
I think I don't know. Like, it's okay for them to watch cartoons, and it's okay to have, like, a favorite. But I think you have to be careful, because then it could turn into something else.
Well, sometimes cartoons are pretty violent.
Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
My goodness, you go back and watch the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
There's a coyote getting an anvil dropped on his head, like every 14th frame. And so, yeah, I wonder if that had any sort of effect on my upbringing, watching Wile E. Coyote run off a cliff again. But I don't know. It's out of my pay grade, man. Somebody else is going to have to unpack that. I just like my Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner Hour.
Yeah, me too. Okay, next question. Is there a way to prevent idolization of celebrities?
I think that's a kind of a personal issue, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there is a way.
There's no way that you're ever going to take that away from the psychology. I mean, the human psyche. I think you probably said it right, that we have this need to compare ourselves to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think not.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
All right.
Okay, last question. Should celebrities use their social status to persuade society?
We've kind of hammered this.
Yeah, we did.
And I may hammer it one more time. I think it helps when they're informed. And then, great, let's hear what you have to say. But I'm not really sure why a celebrity should have any more impact than you. I trust your opinion on things. I do think it's just their platform. It's the exposure to the masses. And, we'll never escape it. So, all right, let's wrap it up. This has been an interesting segment all about the cult of celebrity. I'm Don Frazier.
I'm Marlene Pineda.
This has been Historical Trends. Thanks.